Okay, well, let's see if we can get some clarity here too. Joining me now is paediatrician Alison Levisher. Thanks for joining us tonight, Alison. First of all, masks are going to be encouraged in schools but not compulsory. Is that a good idea?
The answer to that really is that COVID is airborne. So what happens is it spreads in tiny aerosols across rooms. So masks are like your own little personal virus filters. They filter the virus and they reduce your risk of passing COVID on to somebody else. And they also reduce your risk of catching COVID from somebody else.
So not a good idea not to have them in schools then, is that what you're saying?
It's a little bit, they are required in other places when you're in enclosed spaces, in small rooms, etc., but not required in schools. Ideally, I would have preferred masks to continue. They do provide a good layer of protection for the children and also for the teachers, and particularly given that some of our children are not yet vaccinated against COVID-19, so they need another layer of protection.
Yeah, and we've also got flu and the other viruses as we head into winter as well, don't we?
Absolutely. We're expecting another COVID variant over the winter if we follow everybody else's in the world's pattern. That's likely to hit early winter. And we're also expecting a large flu sort of epidemic and probably RSV. And you'll remember that we had a big RSV surge last year, and it stopped a lot of things happening in the hospitals. Our flu epidemic is probably going to be high as well because of our opened borders. So if we're unlucky or likely to have a flu surge at the same time as an RSV, at the same time as COVID.
So given all that, what is your advice to parents then?
My advice to parents is to continue good habits. If you've got good habits about wearing masks, you as a family, I'd recommend that you continue to do that. Don't need to wear them outside. Outdoors is relatively safe. It's indoor environments, particularly if there are other people there or if it's the closed windows. So keep up that good habit over the winter terms. Once we get over the winter terms, we can choose to do something else.
Okay, just very quickly, there has been a lot of confusion, as we've just seen, even at the highest levels, about mask use. Does this have an impact on compliance, do you think? What trends are you expecting?
It may well. I suppose what we know is that the Ministry of Education has very clear advice to the schools and the principals that they encourage ongoing mask use. It is, however, up to the schools and the Board of Trustees to decide what to do. Okay. They may decide to offer more protections, which is great.
Yes, let's hope so. Alison, thanks so much for your time tonight.
Okay, thank you.